turn to none. Radio D, you're still number one.
You are the voice of the voiceless. You are the choice of the voiceless.
Real.
Sure. Yeah.
Check it out. Check it.
You did teach and preach, but good governance.
Real.
You want to see we country advance. You not get party, stand for democracy. You give everybody a chance.
98.1.
Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. On news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. On news, views, and entertainment.
Radio Democracy 98.1. We believe in no political party. We have no region. We have no tribe. We believe not in social or class standing. We believe in democracy. We believe in the rule of law. We believe in good governance. We believe in people, our people. We believe in Sierra Leone. Peace. From me, Jimmy B.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
Pleasant good morning from the New Englandville studio, and welcome to another edition of the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, na Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026, we will bring this edition come to you this morning. Me, Nasaptiyo Kalon.
And Musa Kamarami, good morning. This is the edition of the program Good Morning Salon. The Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge,
We're sorry for the technical issues at the program. Inside the edition of the program Good Morning Saloon, the Chief Minister Dr. David Senge don't pledge government commitment for tap the way picking them under 5 Kumra and Bele Omandem they die na the country inside 300 days of activism on maternal health. The first-time Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Joseph Fitzgerald Kamado, asked the Chief Electoral Commissioner and Chairman of the Electoral Commission of Salon, Edmond Sylvester Alpha, for resign in position, waiting do we go know inside the program. Today, inside the program, Radio Democracy, we'll talk to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Timothy Kaba. We will talk about diplomatic relations between Salon and Guinea.
Well, this plus other story them there for you inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, and also they get we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Now, Leo Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy, for bringing the program come to you. From we partner radio station them, you dey listen we live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba District, on Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailao, Vopad Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Kaine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Putloko District, Radio Cat Bami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, and Art FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Salon, you can be part of them by way I will send you message or comment to the number 077-981-981, or you're gonna already Democracy Facebook page and be part of the program on different issues them we'll get for look at inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning, Salon. They continue. We look at one power headline stories. The Musa, the first Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Joseph Fitzgerald Kamado, asked the Chief Electoral Commissioner and Chairman of the Electoral Commission of Salon, Edmond Sylvester Alpha, for resigning in position because he say he not qualify for ULAM. He make this call inside one interview to the Democracy for Sika one open letter where he writes to President Julius Maada Bio, but the way he appoints Edmond Sylvester Alpha for serve as the Chief Electoral Commissioner na Salone. Joseph Fitzgerald talk more to Adeyemi inside this interview.
Well, to start off with, I can say, within a country of democratic values, and we try for consolidate the peace of the exercise after the 2023 elections. That lead me to the tripartite report. It also lead me to the National Unity Agreement. And so, if we pursue that one day, we're inside that agreement. Part of the issues of crisis are the appointment of electoral commissioner. So our expectation as a people is that we pursue the agreement to the fullest. And according to the agreement, if President will appoint electoral commissioner, if we create such a nominating committee, such a nominating committee can go out, then look and choose the right person and recommend unto the President. Now, with the rush of the appointment of Edmond Alpha and then the approval, as you know, we're not able to get the opportunity for implementing the National Unity Agreement again with regards to that, because Edmond Alpha is going to be there for 5 years. So if the Unity Agreement even go before Parliament, that they're not going to reverse that. So Naimi could say, what think government need for do now? Why not wait? Let we get this such a nominating committee, recommend somebody in consultation with all the political parties. As you would know, the right to, we say, they don't consult with the political parties. My main gripe with that, now for say, yes, they write the political parties, but the time was short. In 2 days after they don't write the party, the president will appoint. So that is not consultation properly intended by the law.
The tripartite recommendations, these are recommendations that we then put together as a result of the outcome of the 2023 general election. Now, let's look into what the law say in terms of the appointment of a chief commissioner and chairman for the electoral commission. What did the current 1991 constitution say?
Yeah, the constitution say the president get power to appoint the electoral commissioner. Fair enough, not that to say. And the constitution are the main law and the supreme law. We all understand that. But you get what you then call the four corner principles in interpreting the constitution. Now, what was the intent in that? The intention of appointing the leader, consulting with the leaders, means say, now for make like a multi-party consensus. Let all the other people agree. If they not agree, let them give support. But if you not give them adequate time and opportunity for let them agree or let them assess or let them validate your appointment, that means you do it in bad faith. And that is the argument we will get. Even the APC raised that as an argument against the appointment. What you will see in this is all that the consensus was not adequate, meaning they not give a chance, APC, UP, and other parties, for letting evaluate the appointment. Because this appointment will go for look other than this person. It made the criteria where they don't put na the law. Is it good for the position? Any issue there? Because part of the law say for that kind of office, you forget what the law called conspicuous probity. That is where they look yourself, they not see anything bad by you. Where they look you not get that kind of report where people don't go say, this part we don't sabiamo, and this bad thing we don't do. I made them call them conspicuous probity.
But for you, in any way, Edmond Sylvester Alpha gets that kind of picture where you currently describe according to the law?
Well, we get strong allegations against Edmond Alpha the last elections. Nada Koinodugu Ward 155, where an electoral member of staff changed the results for Ward from 049. It turned on to 100 in favor of the SOPP. He was in charge of that region as regional director. And having done that, we don't see his reaction and take disciplinary or anything. At the end of the day, it was endorsed. So with a strong allegation like that, no refutation, meaning they no refuse them, and we not challenge them, and unfortunately, we not get case coming out of it. They not charge them to court. They should have charged him and the electoral. So these are the kind of things we look into. You say, no, we not insist say the president don't get power. He get power for a point. But that particular man we appoint, he get bought. Like any other person.
You say this person gets bought, but after the appointment, we see another press release will become on as status outside the president's right to political partism or make the input with regard to the appointment. And 14 out of the 16 registered political parties in the country, we agree, say, they support the appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha.
Then did I test you? We say 14 or 16 political parties. What are the parties there? In the last 5 years, not to APC, SLPP, no more there. Are they registered?
Other registered political parties there?
Oh, you get for confirm for me for say they were registered. You ever hear about them? Were they acting as political parties? Did they register? Not for just where they need them, then call them political parties. They are using them
but
for add to the numbers.
Part by the 2023 election.
Yes, they know even get qualification in terms of numbers in parliament. Now, are they functioning in between the 2023 election to now? Are they functioning as political parties? No, I doubt it. Be that as it may, law agrees then are political parties. If inside 2 days they respond, fine. If that is the satisfaction government get, fine. But we they say now is 2 days not enough. We get for evaluate, we get for look at the appointee, the one within the appoint, study in background, come back and make an informed position to government. Rushing this through against the background for say, we don't sit down in a national unity agreement at the tripartite. Say now for elect commissioner, now so and so, so and so. And now then they talk say the man don't act for so long. Would have put an delay act for so long. Now the president appointer in an acting status or capacity. All they needed to do, there are several other qualified people. Several. We they say this particular man wouldn't put at this time, he not get the credibility, he not get the public trust. And so therefore we cannot rely on him.
The program Good Morning Saloon, they continue. They can't wait from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. You be listening to the first Attorney General Minister of Justice, Joseph Fitzgerald Kamade, ask the newly approved Chief Electoral Commissioner Edmond Alpha for resign in position. According to Ram, enough it for all the position. Maybe they talk to Adeyemi Jackson inside the interview. The program Good Morning Saloon, they continue.
And we will look at more issue inside the program. The Director of Clinical Programs and Partnerships in Health, Dr. Matalado, say for recognize the teaching hospital in commitment for catering to teaching and training of structure at the University of Salone Teaching Hospital. Let's make the Dongi Award to the institution and leadership. A talk this way partners in health go give award to the University of Salone Teaching Hospital leadership. For more on this issue, let we listen to Sonia Bell as a report.
Partners in Health, na organization where don dey work together with the Ministry of Health for give more strength to well body business and salon. By way how dem don dey help for transform teaching hospital dem, where they under the University of Salone Teaching Hospital Complex. For recognize the work where the leadership of the University of Salone Teaching Hospital Complex don dey do for improve teaching and training, make them partner when are partners in health. They give them award this BNTM. The chairperson for the board of directors for the University of Salone Teaching Hospital Complex, Dr. Sonia Spencer, first make this statement.
Our major decided that we are going to recognize our efforts, collaboration that we have between the two institutions. They want to show some appreciation for how well the two institutions have worked together. And that's why we have called you to join us in celebrating this day.
The Director of Clinical Programs, na Partners in Health, Dr. Mata Lado, starts for towards the work with them together with the University of Salone Teaching Hospital Complex don dey play in the well body sector.
When we came to this year 2026, we have been trying really hard to strengthen more the work done around teaching and training of our national workforce. And one of the areas that PIH has been trying to refine and improve more is the part that corresponds to training of residents. The main program that we have been as an organization working on is the training of residents in psychiatry. And with the Sierra Leone Mental Health Hospital, Kisi, and this would have not been possible without the Sierra Leone Teaching Hospital Complex coming on board and leading all the process with the rest of the residency program.
Where they present this award to the leadership of the University of Salone Teaching Hospital Complex, Dr. Mata Ladu been gets this for saying.
This year, when we started, we decided to do like one of our quarterly review meetings about the residency program in psychiatry. And we found that we cannot continue going the program without recognizing the people who have made this program possible. And it comes from Dr. Ese as the clinical lead in Kisi Hospital, and also Dr. Sonia Spencer and Professor Lloyd. Right now, we are having the first generation of psychiatrists that are finishing the residency program, and working towards going into the fellowship. And I think that at these moments it's extremely important that we recognize, it's as an institution but also as individuals, how much sacrifice, how much work you both have put on making this program to be successful.
The leadership of the University of Salone Teaching Hospital Complex and Fortel thank you to partners in health for the award where they give them and ensure them partners say they will continue for work with them Tranga One for push teaching and training for young medical residents them at Salone as well for help for give strength to the well-body sector for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mina Sonia Bell, the report.
Good morning, Salona. The program will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We continue to look at more issues. We take one power headline stories. Then we go say the Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge, don't pledge government commitment for tap the way picking them under 5 Komra and Bella woman them. They dine at the country inside the 300 days of activism on maternal health. Dr. David Senge talk this. We go launch the 300 days of activism for maternal health, sexual and reproductive health, and integrational survival. We don't begin March 2nd and go end inside December 26 this year. From on this, we join Kalifatu Conte.
February 14 this year, the President Julius Maada Bio be make declaration na the 39th session of the African Union Summit na Addis Ababa on 300 days of activism on maternal health. Women say inside these 300 days, Salone Inse go record 0 case of belle woman dem wey can die, 0 case of pikin wey can die before they reach age 5, and market all pikin dem na Salone. But waiting at some pandits them when they get for do inside these 300 days of activism on maternal health. The Deputy Chief Medical Officer Clinical Services at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Mustafa Kaba, he explained.
For the next 300 days, we will strengthen pregnancy tracking at the community level. Every pregnant woman must be known, registered early, followed up, and flagged if there is a high risk. Community health workers, facilities, district teams will use real-time data tools to track antenatal care attendance, monitor expected delivery dates, track immunization status, and also trace zero-dose children.
Where in the talk, the Minister of Health, Dr. Stindemi, say for achieve this, the Ministry of Health go work with line ministry them for full operational bylaw them where they undermine service delivery and community trust.
We work very, very closely with the ministries of education, water and sanitation, information and civic education, gender and child affairs, social welfare, and our local governments to remove operational barriers that undermine service delivery and community trust. This collaboration reflects the President's directive that 0.0 is a national priority.
As the United Nations, don't they support governments and different development team, where in the talk on behalf of the United Nations, the country representative na World Health Organization, George Ame, reaffirmed the United Nations' commitment and the 300 days of activism on maternal health.
I reaffirm our unwavering commitment to continue to work alongside the government of Sierra Leone to support this initiative while strengthening primary, secondary, and tertiary health services, supporting district-led implementation, and further aligning partner investments towards measurable reductions in maternal, newborn, and child mortality. The next 300 days present a critical opportunity to move from commitment to impact. Through dedicated action by all stakeholders, we can ensure that no woman dies while giving life and that every child survives and thrives.
Where in the launch the 300 days of activism on maternal health, the Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge, pledged government's commitment for tap the way picking them under 5, Komra and Belle woman in the dine at the country.
300 days of activism. Then thing the way we can talk about today, but then are the most important thing then for make me we reach that we vision there and that we goal there as a country. 0 preventable maternal death, 0 preventable child death, and 0 zero-dose children. That we must stop at nothing
until every child, every mother, every human in Sierra Leone has the equal opportunity to reach their fullest potential.
But for achieve this, Wellbody Wokman itself gets role for play. Make the president for the Pediatrics Association of Salone, Dr. Nelly Vitti Bell, and the president for Salone Medical and Dental Association, Dr. Ahmed Al-Hassan Sharif, be make them commitments.
As the president of the Pediatric Association of Sierra Leone, I would like to assure you and His Excellency that the association is fully committed to this agenda of 300 days of activism. We stand ready to work closely with the Ministry of Health, government leadership, and all partners to strengthen quality of care in perinatal, newborn, and pediatric service, support training, mentorship and implementation of national guidelines, promote data use for accountability and continuous improvement, supporting child health audits, and support frontline health workers to deliver better outcomes for children.
The medical and dental profession stands ready to support this agenda, and our readiness is not symbolic. One of the themes under consideration for our upcoming media congress focuses on the role of healthcare professionals in achieving zero preventable maternal and child deaths, reflecting our institutional alignment with this national priority.
As these 300 days of activism on maternal health, they begin March 2nd and go down December 26th this year. Radio Democracy go continue for give updates on these commitments. For Radio Democracy, Mina Karifa to contest the report.
From that report, the program Good Morning Salon, they continue as we wait on the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. We'll continue to look at more issue. I will take the other one. Also, the Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources, Princess Dugba, don't confirm say government to add 2,500,000 olios per small fishing boats and license fee as way for raise couple for government at the fishing sector. They make this confirmation in some interview to Radio Democracy, where able to talk about the fishing season where the ministry we don't do back after where they don't tap people for fishing from February 1st to February 28th this year. Well, Princess Dugba explained more about this issue to Yeno Kabia inside this interview.
Well, we the ministry, we dey try for make sure say we fish the within the water, we take care of them, we able for sustain them, and we able for make sure say the fishermen and say where they go fish, they're okay and they're glad with the government.
Inside February 1st, we been see outside the ministry being closed the sea, and this not to the first one I don't do am. Waiting be the reason we make gonna be decide for close the sea inside this year.
Okay, we don't talk say we'll close the water to the artisanal because already from 2018 we don't close the water to the industrial. So then they on there na normal till every year in April then they close water. That means say they know they go fish. So we see and say it go find a load one for the artisanal because with the artisanal then before year na they can't fish. So if fish done before year, how the fish not go able for swim for go outside the industrials and then they catch the fish. So if I first law make sure say the one way they na the water na the shore so around it na the mouth of the water they're not done because if you see done we'll be in trouble. So now be that make last year we'll be try for lock the water to the artisanal. That means say nobody know for do fishing in the month of February from the 1st to the 28th.
Somebody will see for the first thing one other than the fish outside and safe the one of the fish inside the water.
Okay. For the layman where they listen, okay, say artisanal. Now the one they get them canoe, the next small canoe. You know, say they can go fish, but then they go too far at the deep water. They're not able because the canoe not able for stand the waves the way they did. So now then they fish there. Then you get the industrials there where they get their big trawlers there. Then they go right into the sea and then they fish there.
So during this closed season, we can see plenty time where you're gonna market fish knocking day and all. So before we can talk about the provision we make for the fish them, let's talk about what I think so have been put in place for the one the way they do them fishing and day.
So what you will be do before close season, we engage with them extensively because this is not so the first time. This is like the second year. We don't do it last year. So we tell them say last year say this they go away. Every year we go they close for February for make sure say the artisanals then rest the water for that month day. So there be no, but still will not stop. We still go out. We do a very comprehensive sensitization. So we make sure say all them local radios themselves they do simulcast so people they know. So but what you again will do again as as a government last year, then give them stipend money, then give them rest, then make sure say the health checks was done. The same thing again we'll do then this year. This year, what's no more will not do. The government not give money, but we'll give them rest. We'll talk to one company where they call OK Global Company, when I be Okiki. They're able to give them small condiments, them like things like tea, sugar, sardine, all they have things the way you go make tea with, the way you go eat, you get couscous all the inside. So that package they really be very handy, and then they now give the people the way they pay license. It be very interesting for long. They will differentiate
so not all man no more now be.
No, not to all man. Pass if the thing left, there's what will be give some of the fishmongers there. But mainly the first people there, the first recipients there, are the people the way they don't pay license them to we, now they will give. We'll make sure say at least they're able to get first because they don't pay license.
Madam Minister, within February, market woman and they say fish not been there and all. So, waiting have been things that are put in place for CC. What are some of the things that have been put in place?
You know, with man say hoarding, they get the fish, not that they not be get, but they just be they make artificial scarcity at that time because they know say they know they go. So the one way they be able to prepare very well, now they get and they be able to sell them fish and they sell them small, a bit expensive because if you say, oh man, at that time nobody know they go. But what you will do as a ministry, we'll be talk to the industrial company for let them make sure say they get enough fish. And I be go really I visit the companies there, I see them room, it be fully packed. That fish in fact we SAPCO no more big go able for feed the whole country. So that they open them place they can they buy, they know they go through agency, they go just walk in, whatever amount you able for buy, they're able for buy them. So that was very flexible. And then because we don't tell them from last year, they don't know say okay, this year again February with the close season. Most women them then begin for smoke fish. Majority of the banda the way you go that ending at Tombo Godrich is full up. Some man they don't begin for smoke their fish over how many months ago. Places like Solima, they are very good with smoking. Their fish could do over 6 months in all the oil. So that they don't begin to. And so to be candid, most people were ready because there be no say we get for continue.
Okay, Madam Minister, we did now inside March. According to what have been closed the water from the 1st to the 28th. We're inside March months now. Waiting next.
Well, what's in next? What we will do? The close season is finished on the 28th, which was on Saturday. We know say Saturday midnight, which could be the beginning of the first. Most people that they go out for go fish. So what we did, because most people that again they not be able to pay their license. Some people they not get that culture for pay license. So they just say it could be free. And government is so need the money. Because when somebody don't say you get for pay so. As a citizen, you get for abide to the law. So you know they go no more, you the fish free for the whole year, you not pay anything. We all the land the sites there, we get people them where they say they wait for this fisherman and for cow with them. But so we cow with you both now the water would they tell you say where you license. So if you not produce your license, you know they go.
So now open the water.
The water don't open, but then we get with young people there where they say that they collect the license fees them. So now that right now they do all over the country. We get IPC, we get to young boats them. There was small canoe boats them, then gun boats them. At least we don't talk to the Navy there as well for let them go help we so that we're able to collect with money where government forgets.
So almost now the license fee and how it don't sound like
the license don't go up because to be candid, it has been a long time where license fee not go up. You can imagine that small canoe the local council then can collect the fee. That'll be 500. We own be 1,000. Imagine for the whole year they pay 1,000. So because they don't tell where government not increase the price, this time more they increase and small. We increase unto 3,500,000. So 3,500,000. Where you
old money or new money?
Old money. If we don't do that and you know they pay, you know we don't they pay, come on, government need for survive, definitely. And from there, license fees there, and then government able to do other things then for the country. So what you will do, we talk to them, tell them last year for don't increase her, they tell we say, well, because now the first time when they do close season, they don't know how the close season get for big government and Combra government, so will not be increased. So this year now try for increase. There's a lot what they do. The monetary enough loans are not too free. Government get for give money to the ministry for law, we're able for the monitor. Monitoring is not an easy thing, but at least at the end of the day, we're able for sustain with fish stock. We know say it will be very difficult for their fish done at this in a salon. Other countries and bigger countries and the way fish not they know they even go out for go fish instead of aquaculture and depend. Yes, we go do aquaculture, but we still want to forget fish now water.
Inside our interview there, you'll be listening to the Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources, Princess Dugba, will be confirmed to, Kabiasi government, there are 2,500,000 olions per small fishing boat them license fee, and according to this now for raise couple for government na the fishing sector, and also be talk about other fishing activity where they happen, especially the close season where it them be embark on. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue.
Inside the program, we continue for look at more issues, but if you just join, remember say today we expect to be joined at the program by the Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. We na Timothy Kaba. We can talk about the relationship between Salon and Guinea and how the diplomatic discussion don't go for free. Some of the areas them we Guineans don't take from Salon. We na places like Yenga. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We continue for look at more issues. We go say the acting director, private sector na ECOWAS, Peter Oluneyi say by 2027, ECOWAS plan for make sure say the country them now West Africa begin use single currency. He talk this to journalists them. We recommend them na ECOWAS meet na Freetown for talk about how they go support the development of member states them. Well, for more on this, we join Cherno Jalo.
Inside 1975 in Lagos, some West Africa countries then been come together and form the Economic Community of West Africa States with the mandate to promote regional economic integration, peace and stability among member states them in West Africa. From that time to now, this particular organization don't they work in the interest of member states them through the different intervention here. And as the organization, they plan for celebrate 50 years of existence. Then they get different engagements them with member states them. Now Salon, engagements them don't they go on. And for make the public know about their engagement here, so make this BNTM, they all want press conference for update the media. And when they talk inside this engagement to journalists them, the ECOWAS resident representative, now Salon Ambassador John Azuma, said they focus now as in they celebrate 50 years of existence. Now for CC able for maintain the peace and security in the region and self-promote democracy, good governance among member states them.
The ECOWAS is 50 years old and we are progressing. We also have a new vision 2050, which is striving to build peaceful, borderless, prosperous, and all-inclusive community that we want, and for where people can exercise their God-given talents. As part of this exercise, we are rolling out the topic, which is one of the pillars, the economic integration pillars of the Vision 2050. And the topic is advancing regional economic integration through agricultural transformation, regional trade, and private sector development.
Away from the effort with the authority they make for promote democracy, good governance, peace and security, the coordinating and acting director, agriculture and rural development at ECOWAS, Fatmata Siwo, say part of them plan also for make member states then begin for develop themselves, able for benefits from the natural resources where they get, make ECOWAS the work with member states them for develop better policy where we improve the agriculture space in West Africa.
If you want to achieve results, you first need to have a very clear policy. So in the agriculture sector, queuing from the continental framework, every 10 years there is a policy. Maybe you may not have heard, but we have what we call the Comprehensive African Agricultural Development Program, which is CAADP for short. That's the continental initiative that drives home the policy for agriculture for Africa. And then what we do in West Africa, ECOWAS in particular, is we take that policy at the continental level and we try to domesticate it at the regional level and eventually to the countries. So the first 10 years we had Maputo Declaration. The next 10 years, which ended in 2025, we had the Malabo Declaration. And now we are trying to review the policy again to take into account new initiatives, new dimensions that affect the continent, the region, and the countries specifically. We are looking at a single agriculture policy. So each of those institutions might have their different dimensions, but we want to see a common policy so that it doesn't matter who is doing what. We are having the same, speaking the same language, having a clear understanding.
Peter Oluoyin, na the acting director of private sector na ECOWAS. Insia yon talk and say one other sector within the focus on na trade, and foresee they will for improve this sector for member states them make by 2027 then plan for make West Africa country them begin use single currency.
This issue of the single currency, all right, we recognize that the disparity of our currency space, all right, is a challenge to trade. What I can tell you is that we are working towards a timeline of 2027. But like we have said again, better not to have a currency that puts us into further poverty than to roll out one and it does not work. For us, we are working to drive not only economic convergence, but even to look at the political dimension of this currency, single currency in ECOWAS with a view of solving the rolling out this very important tool. And that's why I said that fundamentally ECOWAS has harmonized all the policies in all member states. That's the first thing. The second thing is, are we implementing them? It is the implementation that will drive convergence.
With then few statements here, then different speakers also inside this engagement be end up for call on member states them for the do thing them when they don't agree to say them go do, so that the economic community of West Africa states ECOWAS go able for promote their interest and support the development that in different country them. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me Nacheng Nojalo, the report.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for it.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, banker they won't go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko Kotiai.
But Abula fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom anytime in the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloomberg Digital.
Aha! Aisatu Bloomberg Digital.
Yes, na me name. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Bingo! Waiting you dey wait for. Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit we website bloombankafrica.com.
No left piano, cause Bloomberg Digital they make you bank
with Colats. Bloomberg Africa. Let's make it happen.
I praise me Allah inside this Ramadan.
Kini Joseph, but who saw you the run they go solar the holy yo? I don't mind scororo. But I keep on my they come bo my they go correct money. Tell me picking I don't say money for me but for the family. You know you read the news. I say PC4 in exchange bureau. The master sabi for in exchange bureau na the country. They samba una with them Ramadan 1% cashback bonus. I say for any money where you go collect na any PC and Son shop, whether na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, you go get 1% bonus cash back. So you will get from Bull overseas. We go send for you money for this Ramadan. You pick it in school fee, the house rent, money for pool zakat. No collect them, no side. Once na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, just go collect them. Now PC and Son shops them all about the country. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the Combra Foreign Exchange Bureau.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalight, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Jagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering God.
Commercial Bank.
The Ministry of Transport and Aviation and the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) no gladly for the way and manner where certain people them where they use the road, they behave. Driver and rider them more the time where traffic can jam. Plenty pan them more keke rider them all the time they ride na the wrong lane where they make the traffic number flow fine. The SLRSA they member all driver, rider and vehicle owner them say for use the route where you not get right for use. Now serious offense under the Road Traffic Act 2007 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. Now the routes or lane where they approve no more you for use. You for obey the sign them, marking and traffic instruction them. Make sure say you safe and the one themselves where they use the road safe. Now the Ministry of Transport and Aviation will join on with the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority SLRSA and all who that the Andep and transport business bring this message to you.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA. Inside Africa today, money they move with speed, but not only with trust. And trust the name now, Africash by UBA. Whether you're in Nigeria or Ghana, Kenya, Liberia or Salon Safe, Africash, they connect all African countries them. With Africash, you go able to send and receive money outside Salon to other African countries them. Simple one. Whether you get accounts with UBA or not, it no matter. UBA design Africash for all man, any size and anytime inside Africa. If fast, you go able to send and receive money direct na any UBA bank or any UBA branch or agent office. Yes, oh yes, Africash, they give you the power for do an easy one with no stress. Na Africash, na the bra for send money na all the African country them. Go na any UBA branch or agent location today for send and receive money one time. For more information, call we na 078-200-200 or email winner cfcsierraleone@ubagroup.com. UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give we customers them loan we no go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Na UTB, all we customers them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all we customers them banking service. We then a plenty sign of the country. We then a Kabbalah, Cambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono and Mile 91. You can get more information but we at www.utb.sl or come now we head office na number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank, na the true bank for you.
From them break then the program Good Morning Salon they continue, and as we tell on today inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon Radio Democracy, they talk to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Timothy Kaba. We go can give update about the diplomatic relationship between Salon and Guinea. And at this time I want to say good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon, Mr. Minister.
Good morning. Madam Saptio, good morning, the people of Sierra Leone.
Ramadan Karim.
I wish you the same barakas.
Okay, as we all know, inside February this year, to the 24th to be specific, we get confirmation from ARSLAF representative. We make and clear say, yes, some Sierra Leone security personnel and don't be captured, but Guinean personnel na Kalari village na Falaba district, and from after that particular incident, there's so many controversy and concern don't they come out from people of the two different countries them. We don't see the intervention of the Minister of Foreign Affairs with other security personnel for ensuring them people and they release. From that time day to now, we're not the current state of this particular issue, the reason why we get the minister. But Mr. Minister, before you talk on this issue, some citizens them genuinely worried about the whereabouts of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. So many contemplation. Some man say there, some people say he's stuck in Dubai. So now that you're there, where is the President, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio?
Thank you very much. His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio probably in a State House right now, or maybe they prepare for go in a State House. And I mean, rightfully so. His Excellency the President is in country, and people should not be worried. He's hale and hearty, and just one of those travels that the President can make, and he's in the country. I guess it should be in State House, or maybe getting ready to go to State House, or maybe at his home.
Will be stuck in any way, any side?
How would say the President would be stuck
That
in?
don't be the concern of some citizens though.
Well, and some of the citizens who make those mischievous comments, they should be ashamed of themselves, because you cannot wish, something we will bring upon your nation, the head of state, the commander-in-chief, then kind, bad intention in there. And it's a shame, it's unfortunate for those who peddle those kind of mischievous news in there.
When the President come?
Listen, we're not here. I don't keep the itinerary of the President. Okay. I'm not the state chief protocol of the President.
But with that of the country?
Let's focus on the interview.
Okay.
The President is in the country. Is that not important? Do I need to talk about the President's itinerary? Is that my responsibility?
So now,
am I in the presidency? I'm a minister responsible for foreign affairs. No focus on the issues.
Back on the issue.
The question is, where is the President? I said the President could be in his house, or maybe he's on his way to State House. This is not the motive of this interview.
So
I don't work as scope. I work as Minister of Foreign Affairs.
So now on the recent issue we happened between Salone and Guinea, who states this, or what are the current situation about this whole issue?
Good. And that's why I'm in this studio.
Go ahead.
Not to speak on inconsequential things. The President of the Republic is in Freetown, and he commanded and directed us after the incident of February 22nd and 23rd for go to the Republic of Guinea and for negotiate out the soldiers and would have been captured near the border on the 23rd. And the situation is calm. We had a visit to Conakry, as you all see. We bring the soldiers back home. And His Excellency the Vice President will also direct a fact-finding mission where being comprised of members of RASLAV, the police, ONS, Statistics Sierra Leone, and some other stakeholders for go and ascertain first-hand information on what happened on that day that led to the arrest of the 16 security personnel. And the situation is calm. After we go Conakry, not only did we have the security forces then for be released, but we further get bilateral discussions on how to find lasting solution to these border issues. We don't become a menace for the people of Sierra Leone, especially the one where they live, and then affected border communities.
Now, you don't interact with the soldier them with them being old, and also you be the Guinea. We see Guineans put out a press release, and we see different issues that they come up as to waiting lead to this and waiting at the exact situation. Waiting you get as Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation and your delegation as to waiting lead to this issue and waiting at the status.
And the status is the soldiers are back. The problem has been resolved, and of course we all see videos where they make rounds on the internet, say members of the security forces being there about for construct, them building a settlement in a certain place that was believed to be in a Sierra Leonean territory, and them try for, mast up the national flag, and then they get confrontation with them Guinean counterpart, where it comes saying not to Sierra Leonean territory, back and forth, and then later on they forget a huge number of Guinean contingent where come in and get for make arrest of them officers here. But the situation don't resolve amicably, diplomatically, and now, like I said, this situation give you an opportunity in Conakry for all come together and reactivate those commissions, technical and expert group that we've been on there before, through the Mano River Union mechanism for CIO will look into all of these issues and try for, rather than bicker over imaginary lines when I bother them, for bring development for the people and where they dwell in the communities here.
You make mention of fact-finding mission, and this na the Kalaire Sulema chiefdom take place, and what we get so far now that the Guineans counterpart they not been attend this meeting. Equally, when the issue been happen at Yenga, when Saloon delegation been go, me happen for be one of the journalists them we been there. Now when do that end, we will not see Guinean presence. In this meeting at Conakry, who that them wanna meet with, and how the thing they wanna discuss, they trickle down to the one them waiting at the border at the Guinean side.
The team will go Conakry in Amilidam. This team was formed by the Vice President. You can get the Minister of Local Government. You can get the Chief of Staff of State House. You can get ONS representative. You can get the Joint Commander of the Armed Forces of Sierra Leone and members of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We all been go and meet the Prime Minister of Guinea, the Foreign Minister, Minister of Defense, Minister of Internal Affairs, and a host of members of the Guinean government. And then we can get the discussions. Discussions being primarily, focus on first the release of members of the security forces, and also for find a lasting solution to the problem of border infraction. And so, like I say, and I repeat myself again, these were very fruitful discussions will lead to the release of the people.
So, Mr. Minister, looking at Sierra Leone and Guinea, not today, way back in history, they don't get disagreement or misunderstanding. Why would they see continuous, disagreement or ownership of Uda Onia or Uda no Onia, which they do not get a resolution of solving this problem?
Unlike Guinea, where we get 6 neighbors, Sierra Leone only get 2 neighbors, and those being Guinea and Liberia. Over 30% of we circumference we border with Guinea, so inevitable that we will always have these border misunderstanding with the Guineans because they're our largest neighbors. You're unfortunate because it also affects the social, well-being of the people where they live in the border areas. It affects them economically, emotionally, culturally, and all of these aspects of their living. Yenga became, and it don't become one of the most well spoken about and most affected, border dispute between we and Guinea. And of course, this Kalairi has always been there, but this event of the 23rd draw much attention to them as well. But there are other border crossing areas who say they get a misunderstanding here. Now, if you know, say there's been a period of democratic lull, a period where Guinea not been under democratic rule. Essentially, this last 4 years since the overthrow of President Alpha Condé, And so it's been very difficult for engage with them because of the cacophony or the difficulties of dealing with the military government that was concerned with transition. But now Guinea will return to a full democracy with functional institutions and a working constitution. So the engagement now quite different from how the engagement been there 4 years ago. So now I make where we go. In fact, unknown to the Guineans who are holding the chairmanship of Mano River Union, the wisdom of the president of Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea back in the 1970s for form the Mano River Union. Now because you see the uniqueness in we culture and the oneness in terms of we population, now let me bring up the Mano River Union as an organization for enhanced trade and investment and economic integration. So this particular organization, because of the situation at Guinea, may not be a little bit lifeless, but now we don't all agree, say, let we reactivate Mano River Union, let we reanimate Mano River Union, so that the mechanisms within the union we will use them for solve some of these trenchant problems the way they affect we.
So most time when the issue arise between Guinea and Salone, the view can they say Salone they make more approach for mediation and peace. We can make people they wonder say Guinea really see Salone as a serious, bilateral partner.
It's an understatement. Yeah, I'm coming. Yes, okay. Indeed. It's easy for lay people to feel so, because people always want to see quick solution to problems, and of course, for the people that wouldn't be who are affected by this continued infraction, like the people of Sokoma, Yenga, of course, they will be very impatient because their livelihoods are affected and insecurity in them places and they. But that besides. Guinea not see we as an unserious neighbor, far from it. Guinea respect the sovereignty of this country, the territorial integrity of this country, and Guinea has a strong bilateral relation with Sierra Leone. Sometimes I think we Sierra Leoneans are quick for build a stereotype of people. Let's remember the fine supportive relationship we don't exist between we and Guinea. In fact, we were reminded about this relationship where we go Guinea-Conakry. How many almost close to 1 million Sierra Leoneans sought refuge in Guinea during the Civil War. Guineans then come through ECOMOG, through direct bilateral security cooperation in 1967, 1977. Guinea always don't play host to we leaders and way in the past them, we don't depose them. Even President Yankaba in government was installed in Guinea, been operated from Guinea. Guinea played a key role in ECOWAS for the restoration of peace and democracy in this country. Guinea played host to refugee them. So we do have a long-standing fine relationship. Now only you good neighbor, now you come to your aid when fired in your host. Equally so, in December 2024, we see the incident will be happen 2023, where that fire incident will happen. Now the fuel terminal in Guinea, Sierra Leone became one of the first respondents. We take medical officers, medicine, and we even open fuel depot in Sierra Leone for support Guinea. So this relationship between Guinea and Sierra Leone cannot be measured entirely in terms of then few things, incidents here will happen. Guinea has always supported Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone don't always support Guinea. And the trade between the two countries is so immense. Perhaps on the African continent, Guinea is our largest bilateral trade partner.
Now, you say now we largest bilateral trade partners, and people not for take these little things with the happen. While Sunade Guinea, according to one of the MPs in a Kailaon district, we na engineer Falatengbe, some Sujaman them come na Sokoma, we make mention of, we na one of the villages them around Yenga, and come threaten say, na then get this place, and then ready for take Sokoma again. This is a place where they don't attempt for taking say 2025. Now, in terms of una discussion Conakry with Guinean authorities, what are the resolutions there in the area of Yenga and other border communities?
Now, let's get this. First and foremost, you mentioned the press release of the Guineans say they give a coordinate where indicates say they feel say we raised a flag in the Guinean territory. And according to the Guineans, they feel threatened by the sovereignty that perhaps we want to invade the territory. So what happened in Sokoma was not, cannot be unrelated to the incident where happened at Kalahari. So by stimulus, the soldiers also stood in alert, but we contacted them. I'm coming, allow me. We contacted them, and in the discussion, the Guineans came out clearly and said, look, we did bicker over these territories, but we're ready to discuss with Sierra Leone. What is paramount to us should also be paramount to Sierra Leone right now for bring about economic development to the people them, that the two countries, not least at a very difficult global time. So now the Guineans have invited us. Today, as I left the studio, I'm having a meeting with the Secretary General of Mano River Union, with a reactivate Mano River Union. We want to use that mechanism for strengthening with discussions along the border issues and for make sure, say, we resolve this matter and move as a sub-region for the collective development of the people. You look pensive this morning. Calm down over this issue.
No, it's not. You say Guineans them feel apprehensive because of feel stimulus because they want raise flag in their own country. And we talk at a time when the Guineans get military barracks or military residents inside Yenga, where people consider as saloon, and they patrol and don't they for the second term don't shoot gun now then Sokoma and Pengu Bengu. Now make my colleague earlier ask you, Guinea they see Salone as serious bilateral partners at all?
Listen,
with all these things?
I'm the Minister of Foreign Affairs. If I tell you and I've enumerated the good relationship between we and Guinea, if you don't appreciate that, don't undermine public view that Guinea does not see Sierra Leone as a serious bilateral partner. In diplomacy and in international relations, Guinea has a functional embassy in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone gets a functional embassy in Guinea. If Guinea did not see Sierra Leone as a serious neighbor, Guinea would not have entertained the conversation we'll get inside Conakry. What we will talk about here, these infractions, they affect we economically, it affects we politically, it affects we socially. What we are trying to do now, the incident of Kalahari, don't present a fantastic opportunity for now we all come together and resolve these border issues, bring about economic development. Now these had to reach to areas so that we go almost make these lines, what they call international border, almost redundant, because we will bring
Mr.
development
Minister,
to the people.
the whole issue about Salone and Guinea dispute, is this a land border dispute or maybe due to historical complexity, or this whole issue go beyond this? Because people really want to know what always lead to this.
It's just look, first and foremost, let me give you an example, Madam Saptiu. In Kalahari, maybe I shouldn't say this, the Guineans then present a coordinate. And this coordinate in the press release indicates, say, the flag was mast, was raised 1.4 kilometers into the Guinean territory. Here, we own account, they say the chief financial user, the land, user the border there. And generations and after generations can miss them point here. When we go Guinea, the scientific fact is that that flag was raised 1.4 kilometers inside Guinean territory. Get this as a fact. 1.4 kilometers inside Guinean territory.
You self-accept that as Foreign Affairs Minister?
Yes, sir, because I've seen the coordinates. The coordinate has been verified. The fact-finding mission we go from Sierra Leone also proves, say, that flag was masked in that area. So but it's very difficult for identify them border areas just by hearsay where somebody go say, "Naya the border day." We have resolved this matter. We went. The security forces have been released. We're in Sierra Leone now. We don't form a committee. Yesterday we get a debrief with the vice president. We form this committee. Guinea has shown willingness. Sierra Leone get the willingness. Let we move and resolve them problems.
So in other words, the action or decision by the Guinean security counterpart for capture Sierra Leonean security personnel, they in place if you say the side where they go mountain flag now inside Guinea territory?
At the moment when that flag was raised, neither Raslav nor the officers that would have been there, they had the chief that would have been there. These are relatives. They live at them places. You get some borderline at this place where you almost know outside the border pass. Because remember when these lines were drawn, not to tape rule or GPS and take them, do all of these things. These were just coordinates. In fact, these borders were drawn in 1800 by Europeans.
So the decisions of them is correct or in place?
Well, it's correct because the fact-finding mission find out, say, indeed the flag was a little bit outside of Sierra Leonean territory. And that is why the discussion was very friendly, it was fraternal, it was diplomatic, it was strategic, and it presented an opportunity for we further discuss how to move ahead.
Them border infractions here not just limit to Kalehere or Yenga. Lot of crossing points them, whether na Karine district, whether na Kwenadugu, or whether na Kono. Lot of complaints they come when it comes to border issue between Saloon and Guinea. They say Kalaere issue don't present a perfect situation. What in Saloon they do now for use this as an opportunity for see the coordinate of then places here so and resolve them once as for all.
I keep repeating myself. It has presented an opportunity. Technical teams are going to be formed that will look into these issues, make a determination of, look, our only neighbor is Guinea, and over 30% of the circumference of Sierra Leone is Guinea. So it's going to be it's a continued process because in one way or the other, these lines and borders are always going to be mistaken. So there's going to be a permanent committee that is always going to look into these issues when they arise, prevent, in fact, their occurrence, and we're going to ensure that this team will look into the entire perimeter where we get border with Guinea.
Mr. Minister, you intervening with other security personnel, people see like an easy and swift approach from the minister. We know the diplomatic strategy them, where the Minister of Foreign Affairs, as you are now, use for address this issue, cause so many controversy. We see at the end of the day, all the captured, Arslav personnel, we are with you, and it was a celebration at the end of the day.
First and foremost, we responsibility as a ministry now for guide the foreign policy of a country. That includes also the peaceful settlement of dispute through negotiation, arbitration, and all of those tools and elements of conflict resolution. So when the incident happened, the first reaction you expect now anger that somebody they infringe on the sovereignty and territorial integrity of a country. But also with responsibility now for be calm and for look into how to resolve the issue where it will left both Guinea and Sierra Leone still having a fine bilateral relation. His Excellency the Vice President showed a remarkable leadership by congregating with all on behalf of His Excellency President Bio until we say, let we not be very much defensive of what happened because we not get a full picture of what happened. And then Mr. President, His Excellency the President, will get a meeting with we till we say, let we use the diplomatic means for resolve the matter. Okay. So this is how the team was formed, and then send we for Go Guinea, and we engage knowing that we want to resolve the problem, bring the soldiers them home, find a lasting solution to this problem, and keeping the relationship between we and Guinea in a very good, fraternal way.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. They come to you shortly. In him na Musa Timothy Kaba, na Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue the country from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Sapti?
And inside the program, still on this issue, we'll get the Minister of Foreign Affairs between the studio. We get concern from people with Tabna Falaba district, also in call on government for put more security at the border between Saloon and Guinea. Then people are talk this to Radio Democracy for sake of concern when they get what happen between Saloon and Guinea. Guinea border. For more on this issue, let me listen to Eno Kabia.
Mongo Chiefdom Falaba District. Well, the Kaliere incident will happen now something we now call for concern. Also, another country, they come inside your country, capture the one then, where now then for keep the peace and security of that country. Then what we go say, much especially to we, the citizens them. And Falaba District, now a border line area between Guinea and other side. We get so many porous borders there. To be honest, it not be tell well, much especially to we military personnel, it not be tell well. If they can't catch you one way they protect you now, how the citizens then they go there. So make a call on government, make it empower the soldiers there. Because to be honest, the soldiers the way they didn't have Falaba, the welfare is kind of down, a poor. Even the one there where they come na Mongo, outside the day, na ordinary unfinished building, dirty block for that matter. Now we say something happen, how they go able for secure way. They try, then back they try. But government need for place priority for making people and be secure, for letting people and be safe. Because this way happen, there a call for concern. It shows say Sierra Leone, any other country can come and can do anything and go. Up to now, people are still scared. They are afraid. Where and sleep what thing go happen next. We know they pray God for anything for happen. And by doing so, it's all about for make we equip with soldiers there. For make we give them the necessary things there. Where they need for CC, they're able to protect them people.
Resident of Falaba District. Something happened last week. We, the residents then at the district, we're not glad you waiting be happen and we feel insecure of waiting be happen last week. So we call on government and also stakeholders that way that matter for make them put modalities in place so that then kind thing that way happen, make it not repeat itself again, and make them strengthen with borders then in the district, especially the borders then we would call porous borders then, and make them increase the number of security personnel then and provide mobilities for we securities then. Because if this continue for happen, it affect we and it affects business.
And as a citizen and as well as an indigent of these districts and the civil society-based organization director in Falaba District, I now feel satisfied and about the way the entire thing go. But like they say, for anything so far, get a reason towards that. I feel neglected as a citizen, and I feel say my district don't become neglected as well by past and successive governments here. For an example, the communities that were there within the Guinean side where we border with, then side and they all long become neglected, not a good road. Yeah, for a long time, some of them been on the trumpet this particular thing here say, let them try for see how we leaders then go conscious about manding with border area with Guinea properly. But unfortunately, they not been the help call. They give a blind eye to them.
Me own take on this particular saga on this border issue in Falaba District. Firstly, I want to tell God thank you, and also I want to tell the RSLAF plenty thank you. One for tell the government plenty thank you. Well, let's see what's in the happen right now on the globe. Do ya let the government try very hard. Let the Sierra Leone military get some defensive weapons them. Some certain things that they buy not for war, but if for put them for the day where at least he want for do like something like wait and see armed forces day. He display unto the nation. He display unto the world. Let people and see armed forces. Yes, Sierra Leone. He don't move from that other stage to this other stage. Lord, we equipped with a military. By equipping with military, then we will for help we very greatly. I tell the government plenty thank you for the kind step, for the diplomatic step we they actually take. A lot of people have been they say, let them take some kind decision. If they have been taking that kind decision, and they then automatically by now Sierra Leone not been there at this stage.
A senior stakeholder in Falaba District, Mongo Bendugu Town to be specific. First, I tell God thank you for where the situation not escalate. Thank you to Papa government for we a try for free with soldiers then come back and join families there. Waiting happen is unpleasant, very humiliating. Unfortunate.
Well, that voice then some people wait up na Falaba district we be talk on the recent issue we happened between Sierra Leone and Guinea, and also inside in concern they make some suggestion them waiting in things say government for do for ensure say this kind of situation or repeat again. Well, from then concerning though, they come over to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. You just hear the voice of Sierra Leone and then wait up within the border area outside this issue happen. I mean, what do you think about in concerning suggestion where they also make in line with the situation between Sierra Leone and Guinea?
It is in place, as Madam Saptu. The Calarea is a very remote, geographically remote area. We really, because the road for Komor, now the district headquarters for Go, now them place in there almost impassable, where you make economic activities very much limited from the Sierra Leonean part, and we even learned so the people the way they mostly use the Guinean currency, and so these remoteness and difficulty in opportunities in the areas, and they make them very difficult, really for governance for take hold in their areas, and there's almost this perception we can grow up in people where they live in the border areas, and they say they are stateless in most cases. Then they say they are either in one country or the other. So yes, the concern raised for development, and this now part of the discussion where they're going right now, that these border crossing areas we for intensify economic penetration, government for bringing needed opportunities like financial institutions like banks, for give microcredit to people them when they engage in activities, so that even the currency of the country go there in circulation. Currency they represent sovereignty. When people then begin using currency, then they feel say they are part of the nation. And so the concerns raised by the descendants and sons and daughters of these areas, I think very legitimate. Also for increase the number of security personnel and security installation in their areas, and they for give people in confidence, say the government, they protect the civilian and also the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country in place. So I also join the people them for call on government for make this necessary political, economic and social penetration na them border crossing areas.
You mentioned earlier, say after you get in engagement with regards to this matter, them meetings here and then diplomatic discussions here. So how soon we will see the issue between Guinea and Saloon with regards border issue end finally?
It's not about when it ends. Sierra Leone and Guinea are inseparable in their existence. Then therefore they forever. I will meet and so for them. And these issues, one, therefore they always come, but there was always going to be that mechanism where for look into these issues. But I think, Mana River Union coming on board, becoming very much active again, we always use that mechanism there for build confidence, and by bringing economic activities, then borders here, the differences then will be very much minimized and almost diminished. But I know we'll give you a timeline, but it's going to be a working process because these two countries are going to exist together.
President Julius Maada Bio, chairman of ECOWAS region. We see recently, as the chairman, a statement come out from him specifically on the hostility or recent developments in the Gulf region. People expect that same energy and approach today from President Bio on the same Saloon and Guinea, looking at the fact that he gets a higher stake more if he interfere or say something, but nothing like that will not see come out from His Excellency compared to a statement where we see a make due to a release with a poll on the recent issue in the Gulf region.
The issue in the Gulf region is a regional issue in the Middle East, where ECOWAS is a regional organization. So ECOWAS, African Union, European Union, all the regional organizations and then pull press statement for defend international law and the UN Charter. On a bilateral issue, as the issue occurred in Calarea, when it happened, me, as Minister of Foreign Affairs, being able to notify ECOWAS. In fact, it happened, say, the CDS and the chiefs of defense staff of ECOWAS, within a country, and the Commissioner for Peace and Security, under whose domain border issues and these insecurity issues, then they being coincidentally Dana Freetown. When I invited the Guinean ambassador to discuss this issue, I also invite the Commissioner for Peace and Security of ECOWAS. We all immediately will discuss this matter. This matter was a bilateral matter, and we've been seized of the matter, and we resolved the matter. ECOWAS was informed, but ECOWAS at that time was not needed for mediate. And so ECOWAS, NAMIC, there was no press release. This is a bilateral matter. The incident in the Middle East is a regional issue. It's an international issue. It required a regional response where the president make that statement through the ECOWAS Commission.
Continue for stay with me inside the program Good Morning Salon. Timothy Kaba, Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. We'll go for Wakabot. We'll come, we look at messages them inside the program.
Another morning again. I say Tuesday, I say Tuesday. I say, oh yeah. Yes, that means the little radio. I see the member of parliament we say in a order. I say, that boy didn't so to bata my dodgy talk. Nine daddy say, whose kind lawyer I be mine? Ati, waiting the Jackson not to easy talk. Now waiting can I eat no more. That the to politics business. I don't claim that them babaya their mind mine. Now to you go call that girl in name. Party when you concern am. Ati bo, one no lawyer. To bata say the lecture. I wonder which you go the lecture then picking them a classroom mine. But anyway, a spade, shovel is a shovel. Ati, NPPA, the institution they don't tell mumu mine. As it graduate pa Brahma mean they around. People mean they know what in the institution they do. But it's where that boy come with him big Fernando cap. He just make the place just dumb man's no more. They saying just the collect no more. I making all the people that know what he do. I say Uncle Fufu, boy you chef bo pa Brahma me don't give that place the high standard mine. But where you cannot to I don't know what you come out mine. I say go. Now for look that boy there. You know the procurement business get important role for play with accountability. But when come, I say in just the collect under the table mine. One move there at the Ministry of L2. They say una don't sell with data. I said you wait, let me see me data na treat mine. They say una don't go sign past almost billion for sell saloon people then data. Other country then they not sign but saloon then don't sign. Let me see me data na post in hand. Na attend una go know who that abi mine. No wonder wait that puppy they like for travel. Any everything for speak. They play double role, but you wait, let me confirm, find one. If you don't sell people data, my lawyer go write you mine. They say the part don't travel back, the part don't travel. I get information say don't strand outside. Our problem go there, other country go the run for good mine. Go. Me drone don't send her off for no the particular location where you dey. Waka fine boss, that project dey na total ball mine. I say Chifu, radical inclusion. You know say you not the pine yes. Do you with the park can talk na yes say that project the people eat the money all waiting and say that they do they not do. Also do you have the big Uncle Fandi. You know say you not nice man, but people na that transport ministry they will look one give you problem mine. I say $52 million project. Waka fine boss the whole dump pack. Then they tell me say na 20 the run, the 20 driver no the. Una me pull press release. Talon bona no take way like dumbe mine. If you gonna bought it on a so the place the smell. Me say that you put internet na type people you go wait for take transport. All renting then day na 419. Uncle Dolo, you nothing na you mean they in charge of the project. You have the need for investigate you mine because most of them things then they know the work again. How no go buy bus in parts no there, where they want in oil pass then go na Côte d'Ivoire. Bono to mine. Ati, Uncle Tim, thank you, mine. The thing that you get the mind, you go now walk front, you go car with we picking them for we mine. Ati, na this and call leader mine. They say where you go, you know to use a big talk friend. Nine that they tell me they won't read. Now you say ça va bien, merci beaucoup, super. You know to me not a bit, you know to me not a bit speak French better, but anyway, Uncle Tim should try. But you have this bien, you don't get big man habit with that you call you they make like 40. I no go down now because you know say you now with your man. But anyway, we're glad at the step where you take mine. Me na the Honorable Piki Wakabot.
Piki Wakabot, the program Good Morning Salon. They continue, and I think inside the program now, Nathan will take some message there. Musa?
Yes, indeed. This one say Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. What's the latest with saloon embassies na the Middle East?
This other one from Ibrahim Sisi. They say good to have Mr. Timothy Kaba discussing Sierra Leone's relations with Guinea. Yes, the question remains: what has our ECOWAS chairman and president done to resolve the diplomatic tension and safeguard our sovereignty?
This one say why always between Guinea and Saloon, not Sierra Leone and Liberia in terms of border issue?
From Mystic Nadua Zak na our Facebook page, they say as a nation we made the first mistake to allow current Guinean president to enter Sierra Leone with heavily armed military personnel and weapons. It projected weakness and may have emboldened him to believe that Sierra Leone can be taken advantage of.
This one say we soldier they not get the coordinates na border for no Salon tap.
This other message we take again from Francis Musa na our Facebook page. It try to say, Mr. Minister, you have given us clear information, but can you give an assurance that this situation will not in any way occur soon?
He said, Mr. Minister, can you deny or confirm that now almost 1 year Foreign Service Academy will come and not get paid?
From Ibrahim Sisse, our Facebook page, they say, Honorable Minister, have you communicated with our embassy in Iran to confirm the safety of Sierra Leonean citizens there? A nation must protect its people wherever they are.
Omar Jallo, he said, meeting with the MRU Secretary General is laudable, but government of the 4 countries should give the MRU the required support in solving these issues. The Secretariat has the mechanism to solve these problems within with its 15 protocols, but financial contributions of member states pose a big challenge for the union. Omar Jallo.
From Abdul Mono Lancer, our Facebook page, say, for those of us who tasted the war will prefer arbitration to litigation. If we are to put boots on ground now, there will surely be casualties to not only the winner but to all.
Okon Jensen, they say, please ask the minister if Sierra Leone has any land map or survey plans for the entire country before they give us independence.
From Tunde Scott, our Facebook page, they ask a question, say, what are you doing to get back the former embassy driver back home?
This one's from Med Kaba. He say, I think the government is downplaying the Yenga situation by what the minister is saying. The presence of the Guinean troops in Yenga is an invasion.
This other one, they say, Daddy Wakabot was interesting. Even the minister was so much into it. I can hear him from the background laughing in what Daddy Wakabot just highlighted.
Macten and New Englandville. Mr. Minister, report from Kalere village in Falaba district aligning that Guinean soldiers crossed into Sierra Leonean territory, detaining several officers from the Republic of Saloon Armed Forces. In response, Guinean authorities issued an official statement disputing these claims, asserting that Sierra Leonean personnel has entered Guinean territory without authorization.
From Hassan Bango on our Facebook page, they say, Mr. Minister, the Guinean territory is 3 times bigger than Sierra Leone, but they are able to secure the border lines and also extend their economic influence into the Sierra Leonean territories as our people along the border lines uses the Guinean communication network, currency, and many more.
With the message here, so because of time, we come to the minister for respond to them. If time permits, we will take more messages because you get plenty.
Thank you very much. And make us start with the most pressing question on the safety of we citizens at the affected Middle East, where military strikes and retaliation don't they happen in the past few days. Yes, we're in contact with the embassy in Tehran and with diplomatic staff, students, and some other citizens of Sierra Leone don't evacuate from Tehran. Then they're right now at the Armenian border. We guess about 3 diplomats and 6 local staff where they in our mission, we don't can Armenian border, where they not allow for enter. In fact, it's Armenian. Whereas 12 students with 1 Sierra Leonean, where in a Sierra Leonean immigrants where in Iran, their documents are being prepared with the hopes that the Armenian government will give them access this morning for make them enter into the Armenian territory. Will evacuate with diplomatic staff and the students that wouldn't did it for Kana, Sierra Leone. So far, so good. Everyone is good. Nobody is affected in Iran. The ministry is in constant communication with diplomatic staff them now the Armenian border as I speak to you. And I don't in conversation with the ambassadors in Qatar, in the UAE, and when they come on, while they come to this studio, I was in a long conversation with the ambassador in Saudi Arabia. So we're in conversation with them, and we try for, bring about, a plan for worst case scenario, how to evacuate with diplomatic staff them from that region. The question on the MRU and its 15 protocol. My brother, Mr. Jallo, quite right. Countries, the 4 countries, for recommit themselves to fulfilling their access contribution. Sierra Leone does. Guinea will get the chairmanship of MRU. When they go through in transition, they were not non-cooperative, but now in the meeting we'll get Guinea. The Prime Minister expressed Guinea in a showy of Guinea in commitment to the Mano River Union organization, and with the hope say then go contribute, and we get, in fact, after a very long period since 2018, we therefore immediately get we first technical meeting in Freetown. We're going to be followed by a ministerial council meeting in Monrovia, and then eventually we will get a summit of the heads of state and government of Mano River Union in Conakry, middle of this year. And on the Yenga issue, it's an existential problem. It's a serious problem where the government of Sierra Leone take for being a very serious problem. We find ways how to resolve it. I'm glad one of the Texas say it don't go through war, and war is not the best way for resolve disputes, misunderstanding between 2 people, in this case between 2 countries. And I want for really salute and commend we officers them will be given when the Guineans come in the massive number, because if they may react, these are carriers of weapons. Therefore, don't react because then train them for self-defense. If they may react and shoot at the Guineans, would have had, a whole conflict between we and Guinea, when we don't serve very well. And so that professionalism with our soldier commander use for make them giving, where we don't resolve and diplomatically with our commander. And you know what's in? That gentleman, they go now one very good school in this country. So he kept the banner high. Then at St. Francis Secondary School, McKinney, then my fellow Franciscan.
So,
must not be fortunate for
Mr. Minister, somebody they say if you go make assurance for say then kind situation, yeah, also already in capture again, Sierra Leone personnel no go up on soon.
Well, we don't establish, that one of the things that we lead to this not be miscommunication. RASLAV not been communicate to the Guinean Armed Forces, say, then they go put them, flag them. We all agree, say, going forward, therefore, they communicate when they take them kind of border actions here. And look, Guinea is in a posture and in the state right now, we're commendable. A democratic posture, and that they present an opportunity for converse and for able to get more cooperation, security, military, and also political.
Somebody earlier asked, say, the issue of Foreign Service Academy about payment and then situation. And this person on our Facebook page, they say, and Mr. Minister, the issue of Foreign Service Academy, very serious.
The Foreign Service Academy is functional. We have a caretaking. The Foreign Service Academy is not properly staffed. We get a small team, a caretaking team, until we transition the academy into the full civil service, whereas the government payroll would take care of the service, the officers. The arrangements will get an ad hoc arrangement. Resources are put at the disposal of the Foreign Service Academy, where they pay the staff in the Foreign Service Academy. It's a functional institution. We see activities and they go on in the Foreign Service Academy every day. Then they train with diplomat them, other trainings, and they go on the Foreign Service Academy. I'm concerned about the lack of resources right now from the Ministry of Finance for regularize the payments of the staff name. But that is in progress. They will be patient.
So what you will conclude with in terms of all diplomatic and bilateral issue challenges?
We're in a very difficult time. And we have to be mindful of what we do as a country in these very difficult times for we remain a very useful partner in the international community.
Plenty thank you for joining me in the edition of the program.
Thank you, Mr. Kamara.
Minister for Foreign Affairs.
I don't tell you to put me allergy. It's deserving. And this is not
allergy.
Thank you.
Minister for Foreign Affairs and International
Thank you
Cooperation.
so very much.
Thank you for joining me in the edition of the program. And plenty thank you to Mange Mansare for produce the program with support from Adeyemi Jackson.
Foreign Affairs very busy. So if you call, you don't get me now for patient. One day if you get me, you will smile.
Not Daddy Wakabot actually.
But Daddy Wakabot not from here the air.
No.
I don't say Unasabia, but now 98.1 they host Daddy Wakabot.
Is it true that in a pick call?
At the pick calls. Not to make a day. Not to you call me. Not to make a day.
Yes, actually, I lucky this time. Yes, a pick call.
I deal with millions of people.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. Please thank you to Clifford Walker for technical support. Mary Kama Bangura and Fatmata Samra make una see live na Facebook. So today Musa Kama they say have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
And it's up to you, Kalonde says stay tuned to this frequency and goodbye.